guys, I hope you all are doing well. Today's video is this makeup look. Pretty much my everyday makeup routine. Very simple, easy, not too dolled up, not too out there, I guess you could say. So if you are interested in seeing it, keep watching. Alright, first I'm just going to throw my hair up into a messy ponytail to get it out of my face so I don't get any weird lines or whatever. I don't really care what it ends up looking like. There is a mirror right beside me here so that I can actually see what I'm doing. I was trying to figure out a way to set this up so it looked okay, and that was kind of difficult. First I'm going to start off with the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, oil-free. I really like this stuff. I think I've talked about it in a favorites video before. It makes it so basically my skin stays smooth all day, like my foundation doesn't go greasy. Where, like, for me, most of the time, my forehead gets really greasy throughout the day. And even though my skin may end up feeling greasy, it doesn't actually look greasy when I look into the mirror. So, yeah, the primer is on. I'll just let that sit for a couple minutes here. Next, I'm going to use the Clinique Acne Solutions Liquid Makeup. For some reason I really like this stuff. I don't know why. I've been using it for a couple years. This is my second bottle. I've got it in number 03, Fresh Neutral. And I don't know, I just really like it. I feel like it doesn't break my skin out. I also don't wear foundation all that often, and I don't like to wear a lot of it. Excuse me looking over here at the mirror while I apply it. But I feel like this color here that I have now is better for my skin tone than what the previous color I had was. And although this one is actually looking quite pink right now as I'm applying it, I really struggle with trying to pick out the right foundation color for me. I don't know why. And as you guys can tell, I'm obviously applying it with my fingers. This is just how I like to apply my foundation. Which this will also probably make my skin have a more pinkish tinge to it from rubbing it and getting the blood flowing. And then I'm going to take my brush here and just, I don't know why I do this, I just like the feeling of it to make sure there's no chunks of foundation. Like, you know how sometimes you don't completely blend in some spots, just to make sure that I've got it all blended in. For concealer, I'm going to use the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. This, I've worn the crap out of this container, but I really like it. Even on days where I don't wear foundation, I'll just throw some of this on, and I really like it. I'll just do a little bit of a triangle under my eyes. Hope you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. And I like to pat it in with a foundation brush, this guy here. I'm not really sure why, but I do. I feel like it works quicker than my finger, and it works better than my finger. I like to pat it over my eyelid. And onto the other eye. Now I will lightly take my Revlon Nearly Naked Pressed Powder in the color 20 Light Pale and just gently dust it over my face, just to kind of set everything into place. I only use a tiny bit of this because you don't want to look too cakey. Next I'm going to use the So Susan Mineral Blush. I don't know what color this is in, but it's just kind of a really dusty rose kind of pink, and I'm going to take my multitask brush because I am lacking in brushes. I actually don't own very many brushes. A lot of eyeshadow brushes. And just lightly tap it onto the cheeks because I don't want to look too blushy, because it is quite warm out, so I'll probably get a natural tinge to my skin later. And as a highlight, I'm going to take the Hard Candy blush. It's a Blush Crush Baked Blush in 127 Honeymoon. I'm going to take this and put it on my cheeks. I got this a while back thinking, oh, this will be such a pretty blush color. because when it's on your finger it's like, but oops, turns out it's actually an alright highlight. I just like to apply it with my finger and maybe blend that out a bit. I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but I hate it when people do this. For bronzer, I got something in my eye. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm going to use the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny. I actually have heard a lot of people talk about this bronzer before, and I don't know. I find it to be a little bit of an orangey tone, which I'm not too fond of. I'm just going to take this little, I don't even know, this is like a bronzing brush, and just put it on my temples. I really need to get a better brush, because in all honesty, it's just making a mess and not really doing anything. Oh, maybe a little bit. And then my jawline. And maybe a bit of contour, I don't know. And then I'll go down my neck. Ever so slightly. I'm not a huge fan of contouring or anything like that. I haven't figured it out. I don't have the right products. So that's my extent of bronzing / contouring. Let's move on to eyes. So I'm going to use the Cargo HD Picture Perfect Eyeshadow Primer. This stuff works pretty well. I haven't really played with that many eyeshadow primers. Oopsies, that's way too much. This one is getting kind of old, so the consistency texture of it is kind of liquidy runny now. I don't remember what it was like before. But I'll just, yeah, as you guys can tell, I know I put way too much on. What do you guys like to do? Do you like to do eye makeup first and then foundations? Or do you like to do foundations and then eye makeup? Because I always do my foundation first and then my eye makeup, but I feel like I just smudged my concealer. So I probably should have done that after I did my eyeshadow. For my base of the eyeshadow, I'm just going to use this color here. It's called Base in, I honestly don't know what it is called. This is a Clinique palette. I got this a long time ago. It's Day something. I don't know the last words. I'll show you guys what the back of it looks like. That's what I'm working with to tell you the name. So, sorry, I don't actually know what this is called, but I do find it to be really pigmented. I think it's a really pretty color. Like, that's amazing color payoff, I think. Alright, so we're just going to go all over the lid with this and up to the brow bone. Okay, now that the base is on, I'm just going to do a simple little look today. So I'm just going to take, I think, this color here. This is the Maybelline, the Blush Nudes palette. Honestly, I really liked it when I first got it, but so that's what the color looks like there. And the payoff, if you guys can see it. It's alright. That's more of a pinky tone, actually. I think I kind of want to go for a darker color, to be honest. Let's try this one here. This brown up in this corner. Let's Alright, so that's a nice, I don't know why I just squinted, but that's a nice brown. It's more of a purpley tone on my hand. I haven't really swatched these before. I've just always applied them. Maybe let's go with this one instead. I'll swatch this one for you guys. I'm looking for a really good brown color. So that's what that looks like there. And then we'll just swatch it on the back of my hand there. Like so. I think that's the color we'll go with. Now my hands are all... But look at my other hand. That looks really pretty. So that's the color we will go with. And because it is such a dark color, I'm just going to lightly take it and go in my crease. For me, my favorite thing to do is just take like a beigey, creamy eyeshadow. Not like a cream, but like a cream colored eyeshadow. And go all over the lid and then just do dark brown in the crease. That's pretty much my go-to look. So that's why I'm just going to do this today. So the reason that I went with this color here, whoops, instead of this one here is I feel like the Clinique one has better color payoff, which I will swatch this one here for you. And it looks like that on my finger. And then we'll just go like so. And you can hardly see it. It's really chalky. It didn't really do anything. And that's why I went with the Clinique one over that one. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do for eyeshadow. I know it's super simple, but I'm admiring my hand right now. I don't really feel like doing eyeliner on my upper lash lines. So I'm just going to do it on my lower lash line. This is the NYX retractable eyeliner, waterproof in brown. And I'm just going to go into my waterline slightly, probably just about halfway with it. This is my favorite thing to do for eyeliner. I don't like to go all the way across, and I also don't like to wear black, just because I find that black is too harsh for me. I'll move on to mascara, and this is the Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant mascara. I got it in one of my beauty boxes. I love this. This wand is huge, and I love it. So let's just apply this. Mascara is done, so I'm going to move on to the lips. I'm going to line my lips with the Bella Pierre Gel Lip Liner in number 3 Cinnamon. I got this in my top box last month, I believe. I really like this color. It's nice and creamy. It's just basically, I don't even know, like a mauve. Is that the right name? I'm not sure, so I'll just apply this to my lips. I need to find a mirror here. Fine lining my lips is so tedious. Lips are now lined, so I'm going to take the Bite Beauty lipstick in, I don't know which one I want yet. I'm going to go with Date, I believe is the color. I don't know if I've got the cap switched around, but this is the color here. And that's it on my hand right there. I personally really like colors like this. I feel like it matches the lip liner nicely. And yeah, so just apply it. It's a little bit more of a pinky color than the lip liner. I like this lipstick. It just doesn't last for a really long time. Like it'll last for, last for a couple hours, but it won't last like all day. Which I struggle to find a lipstick that will actually last all day. My foot is asleep. Okay, for brows I'm going to attempt to use the Benefit Give Me Brow. This is for light medium. I struggle with my brows because they are pretty much non-existent. I am naturally blonde. My eyebrows therefore are naturally blonde and very thin. So for most people who have nice, thick, luscious brows, I don't. Mine are just here. So normally I don't even bother with them. But I'm going to try to use the Gimme Brow. So this is the wand here, and I'll just take my mirror. I have to be very careful with this stuff. Oh, look who it is. Hi, baby. You helping? You haven't been in one of my videos in a long time. I don't even know if they can see you. I don't even know. I love you. Alright, so now we will just let the hair down, if I can. I'm trying out a new shampoo. It's the Garnier Sleek and Shine shampoo. So far, I'm not a huge fan of it. Oh boy. so my hair just got screwed up immensely by being up in that bun. Alright guys, so this is my finished look. Hopefully it looks a little different than what it did at the start. My hair is still a mess, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later.